Morning everyone, I'm at Sun and Fun Day 4 and I've made my way down to the Legend aircraft stand because I keep getting heaps of messages from all the guys back in Australia about this new mother of all Cubs, which is parked behind me. So instead of trying to answer their questions myself, I thought I'd come down, have a chat to the guys, and we'll have a look over the aircraft. So I've got Jordan standing by. I'll run over and give him the mic. I'm going to try and do this in one take so I don't have to do any editing. I can chuck it straight on Facebook for you guys. So here we go.
Well, howdy guys, I'm Jordan with American Legend Aircraft. We're located in Sulphur Springs, Texas, and we want to introduce you to MOAC, mother of all Cubs. I know you guys are really excited to hear about this guy, but we are so pumped to show you guys the capability of this aircraft and what she can actually do. It starts all in the front with a Titan 370. Actually produces 208 horsepower on the dyno, but it's actually tagged at 195 horsepower, and it's a Titan IO 370. If you come over this way, you can actually see the inside of her. We've actually worked with some amazing companies, including Continental, but these are zip grip-lock ties, and these things are amazing. They don't actually turn at all and don't bind up. This is a fuel-injected engine, so it's really fuel efficient and has amazing performance on this aircraft. So the other thing, as we move down here, there's a guy named Tony out in California that makes an amazing suspension system. He's actually, I think this is actually going to be the standard in the backcountry flying. Tony does a fabulous job. He was in the off-road racing, and still is, and adapted his shock systems for these Super Cubs. And the really cool thing is, you know, when you're testing them, you can really throw these down hard, and it just absorbs it. The way he has designed this is just phenomenal. They're called shock monsters, and Tony is just creating a great product, and we really love what he's doing. As you're moving up the strut here, these are the Aero LEDs, and we have one on each strut and then one on each wing. The really cool part about this is, as you're flying, you can do a wiggle wag where it's offset, or you can keep them on. And when we were test flying, Darren was actually about 3-4 miles away, and you could see these LEDs. It was so easy to spot them because of how bright they are. As you're moving over to wheels and tires, we are using Behringer wheels and brakes. Behringer makes an outstanding product as well. We want kind of the best of the best on our planes and everything that we offer, and Behringer just does a great product. You can see that wheels are very well built. Their calipers are absolutely phenomenal. And then if you come inside the cab, we actually have their braking solenoid as well. So as we're moving out on the strut, a lot of you guys may have seen already, we have 2 gun mounts, not just 1, 2. When we do stuff in Texas, we want to do it bigger and better. And so we said, hey, we don't want to do 1, we want to do 2 gun mounts. You can see we got this idea from a customer of ours, Dan Compton, who's in Australia, amazing customer of ours. And we worked with him on how he mounted and said, hey, let's do a really cool gun mount. And so you can see it really blends in well with the aircraft. We have 2 supports here, and then one that comes across the trailing edge. Of course, we painted it to match MOAC, but this actually turned out beautiful to carry your gun in the backcountry or wherever you're traveling to. And then as we're moving up the wing, you can see we have Aero LED lights as well again. This is our squared off wing. So, you know, as we move towards the end, we'll show you some cool features that we have here. Squared off wingtip, LED lights on the end. But something that we really love is the Vibex camera mount. This is absolutely phenomenal. You can see we actually have it pre-wired in here for handling GoPros. And I'm gonna pop out this thing, and you can see if you look right here, we have a little black box. And this is something that FlightFix makes, as well as these mounts. And what it does is we ran a wire here, it transverses that to actually charge and turn on and off the GoPro. And FlightFix, they make the best camera mounts for aviation. We'll go and show you some other mounts on the plane as well. But this is an amazing view because you got the whole cabin if you want to, or you can get it more forward. And it just is really cool to showcase how you're flying and to be able to show all your buddies. The best part about this is GoPros, as you know, the battery life doesn't last at all. And so to have that being able to charge all the time and be able to turn it on and off is a big feature for all these backcountry guys. So as we're moving down, you know, we got our flaps here. And what we'll do is we'll start moving inside the cabin. Because of the turtle deck, which we'll move to shortly, I know a lot of people are really interested in that turtle deck. We didn't want to do a baggage door right here. We wanted to do something a little bit different. And so what we did here is we just created a big window that you can actually fold down and access all your baggage back here. When we were flying over from Texas, we actually had this loaded a little over 200 pounds in this area, which is actually, you can see it's actually a third seat back here. And so we're thinking, you know, this is going to be great for, you know, carrying 3 full-size adults back here. You know, being the fact that we were able to carry over 200 pounds back in this area, and having the access on both sides has been monumental for traveling with a lot of gear. So the seats, they are very easily removed, the back seats, and this actually all folds down. And so we're gonna grab this guy. We'll talk about the helmets here in a second. You basically can grab these guys, fold it down, and if you fold that down, now you have a big sleeping area for backcountry camping. So you can grab this guy, and that folds down. You can see we have all the storage. We're gonna get back to the turtle deck in a second. That's kind of the big feature we want to show you guys. All right, so as we're moving into the cabin area, one thing that you're gonna love about Legend Aircraft is both doors and windows can be opened in any flight configuration, including cruising at speed. So in the hot summer days, you know, if you need to cool down, that's something that a lot of our clients like a lot, is at any cruising speed, you can have the doors and windows open. We will be testing this back window as well, but we're actually thinking that that's actually going to be able to be handled at cruise as well, open. So you basically have, you know, 4 access points that'll be able to be open. To go with the theme of the airplane and all the inside, that's all carbon fiber. We actually went with, this is a carbon fiber fabric with our leather, and it is extremely comfortable, and it actually turned out amazing. We love the way it turned out. We actually manufacture all of our carbon inside the factory in Sulphur Springs, and you'll see it's very well appointed with a lot of different carbon fiber features. Going to our panel, we have our Trig radio right here, Trig transponder, our Garmin G5, JPI engine monitor, and then we have a Garmin 796. So again, we wanted to be as lightweight as possible, so when we're doing some backcountry flying or doing any types of competitions, we are as light as we possibly can be. And again, this is our favorite part right here. This is pretty cool. It says GoPro. And all we have to do is flip that switch, and it's charging and turning on the cameras for us. When we turn that off, it stops charging them, and it turns them off for us. And that's just a great feature that we absolutely love. You'll see something different too on your throttle. You know, it's actually clear the door, so all your throttle, you know, you're out of the way, and you can get in and out of either side of the airplane. So for all you backcountry flyers, this is another great company we partnered up with. They make an amazing product. Let's put this on. We don't have our Bose headset on it right now, but this is a helmet from Team Windy. And Team Windy is known in the ballistics world Army World. They make really great helmets. You can see we can adjust it right here on the back. And when you actually put on the adapter, there's a guy that makes a great adapter for these Bose headsets. And this is what it actually looks like when you have it on there. And his company is called Sky Cowboy Supply Company. And what they do is they supply the helmets and the adapter to actually go onto the helmet so you can have your Bose on. And it's extremely comfortable. You can fly many hours with this thing on. And there's different color options. We have the white ones, the green, the black ones. And then what we did is we outfitted it to kind of match our plane the way we wanted it to. So I'm gonna switch over here. On this guy, you can see we have a giant prop on the front. We wanted something bad to the bones, and that's what MOAC stands for. You know, we want it to be mother of all cubs, and so we went big on everything that we could do. We're gonna showcase the last piece of the airplane that so many people are interested in. Let me get my MOAC hat. Gotta have my MOAC hat on. And we're gonna have those for sale here pretty soon on the website. So the drum roll, please. Here's the turtle deck that everybody's so excited to see. I know in Australia, you guys have been amazing commenting and saying, hey, what is this all about? So this is the turtle deck, y'all. It opens up all the way. And it's huge. It can be used for a couple different things. You know, if you wanted to put baggage back here, we had a little over 25 pounds in the back area for baggage. One thing that you do have to worry about with this is the aft CG. So it's not something that you want to put a lot of weight back here because of that aft CG and being out of CG. So that's why we recommend trying to keep all your weight around this section right here. This turned out amazing. And it's really, if you can imagine it this way, you know, if you take out your third seat, you can actually put a sled back here for actually extracting somebody that's injured in the backcountry. And so that's another reason why we created this turtle deck, is because we wanted to demonstrate how we could get people out of the backcountry that are injured or very sick. So the way this is configured right now, we're only going to offer it as a factory build assist at our factory in Sulphur Springs, Texas, or as a kit. The way it's configured right now, with everything you see, the big engine, custom paint job, the turtle deck, third seat, we're looking at right around $250,000 US dollars. And we are extremely happy to showcase this, and we can't wait to take out people for demo rides and showcase what this thing can actually do. As far as takeoff distances and speeds and stuff, on the way over, we were kind of babying that engine still, trying to really make sure we get everything seated the right way. But we were doing around 95 knots pretty easily. And as we keep on growing this thing, we'll be able to show even better numbers. We're pretty sure. Takeoff and distance, it's really up to the pilot and what the pilot can actually do, but we're fairly confident that we can do 80 feet takeoff and landing, which is just insane. This thing will climb vertical. When you take off and you give it full throttle, this thing will climb like a rocket. And it's unbelievable the performance that it actually has to offer, having 195 horsepower. Can you believe 195 horsepower? But anyway, guys, we are so glad to showcase this to you guys all over. And we would love to have you over to our factory. You can check out our website for more information. It's legend.aero, A-E-R-O. And again, I'm Jordan with American Legend Aircraft. And so glad you stopped by to check out MOAC. You guys have a great day.
Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
We will perform 61
Okay, well there you guys have it, the mother of all cubs. I hope that's answered a bunch of your questions. You can stop messaging me now. Hit up Dan if you've got any more questions, and I'm going to see if these guys will take me for a flight after the show. See ya.